Hey guys, welcome back to VITO'S Garage After Hours. Thanks so much for watching and tuning in. Today we're going to be working on this 2019 Chevy Trailblazer. And this car is actually for Middle East. It's not available in the United States in this shape, not that I remember. And this car specifically was made for Middle East, so there are some differences between these cars and the ones made for US market. But today the customer gave me this car. He wants me to go over it, do the full car inspection, and he wants to change some fluids in the rear diff, front diff, and things like that. Here's the car. All right, it's a V6, and from the looks of it, I don't know where he got this car from. Maybe the dealership. I have no idea. But check out this big filter. It reminds me of Ford Mustang air filter. At least those 1999 to 2004. And I disconnected this master flow sensor because I'm going to be checking the air filter. I'm going to be checking everything. Here's the brake fluid, and I want to change that. It's a little dirty. I want to change that. And then actually, if we pull this, looks like I don't know how often this car received the oil changes, but the owner told me don't worry about the oil change because he just did the oil change on it, so we're not gonna worry about that. I don't know. It looks clean, pretty clean. Okay, so they did the oil change, but we're gonna focus on other things on this car. So here's the interior on this car. It's got 74,000 kilometers. Clean. Only thing that I noticed right now, right off the bat, is this. Somebody's been here before. Okay. And it's still pretty new car, so I think all the windows are still working and all that. So I'm not gonna be checking that, but I'm gonna check this air filter, and I want to check this transmission oil because I don't know. Usually people don't change transmission oil on time or at all. So I want to go ahead and do that. And this is my secondary channel, guys. So my first channel you guys can find in the description, VITO'S Garage. I do a lot of classic car videos and content because I love old school cars so much, and I restore and save them. So be sure to check out my main channel. But on this channel, we're focusing on some other cars. And yeah, so now let's go ahead and pull this dipstick for the transmission, and we're gonna see how good this transmission oil is at all. Looks like it's there, but it's hard to see on the camera, but it's a little discolored. It's a little bit darker. A good idea to change that as well, because I don't even know if they did the filter change or anything like that. So definitely a good idea to change that, just so you know that maintenance has been done to it. Tires look brand new, basically. I think they were changed. Yeah, they were changed recently, but tread looks really good, and it doesn't really need a tire rotation because the tread in the front is a little bit bigger than the back, so we're good there. I checked the front brakes. Front brakes are good. Brake pads, rotors are still good. So I'm gonna go ahead and lift up the front suspension here in a little bit and check that. Also, what I noticed, I filmed earlier, is this high beam is like pointing down. That one is good. This one's pointing down. And they installed, I don't know if this is factory, but there's an LED bulb in there. It's kind of installed a little bit crooked, what it looks like. On this side, it seems like it's installed differently, but this one is pointing okay. And there was no damage. I don't see any damage or accident signs here on this car. So I'm probably gonna recommend just messing with that LED bulb and maybe repositioning it or something. This battery, I don't know how old it is, but it's still good. The mounts are good. It's not flopping. The belt is okay also. I don't know if it's been changed, but I'm gonna spray some lubricant, some silicone spray on this thing while the engine is running to preserve the belt, so it can last a long time without cracking. This intake boot, really important to pay attention to that. It's still fine. All the tires are good. Looking underneath this car, everything seems to be good. There's a little bit of a leakage. I don't know if that's from the oil drain or what. Could be. But everything else seems to be okay. Axle boots seem to be fine. Steering components, but obviously I'm gonna lift it up and make sure to shake the suspension, make sure they're okay. There's a little bit of cracking on that upper ball joint boot. The bottom one is still okay. This still feels tight. There's a little bit of cracking on this part on these sway bar bushings here. Some cracking. They'll need to be addressed soon. Here's the front diff that I'll be working. I'll be replacing that oil very soon. Here's the transfer case. Everything seems to be fine, and I checked the operation of the transfer case. That works. Gauges 4x4 and all that. And I'm gonna change the oil on this one too. I'm sure it's never been done. Good idea to do that. I'm gonna check the air filter now. This air filter is really difficult to remove, so I'm pretty sure that many people don't check that. I'm gonna take this engine cover out. Carefully pull this out. This. Oh, look how they make new cars. Plastic air intake. Everything is plastic here. But anyways, I don't know the service of these spark plugs, but they haven't been replaced, I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna recommend the spark plugs. And I'm gonna check maybe the throttle body needs to be cleaned as well. So I'm gonna pull that off as well. This hose. So here's the air filter. Doesn't look the worst, but it's definitely pretty dirty inside of all these slits. A good idea to change that while here, especially because many people don't change that. Also recommend cleaning this housing. Also, the throttle body needs to be cleaned. A lot of buildup. So now there's something wrong with this thing. It doesn't click back on. That's really strange. What's going on here? It's not flush. Let's see. What is that? Oh, that's loose. It feels very loose for some reason. Okay. What's going on here? Huh. It goes back on, but it's not flush. So this cable, I mean, it works, but it feels loose. It feels very loose. It's almost like it's not working, or something is going on here. Okay, now I will be changing the brake fluid. That's what it looks like. So I'm gonna pull this filter. Suck out all this brake fluid from the reservoir, fill it up with new one. will also recommend the coolant exchange, since I don't know if it's ever been done. It's a good idea to change this. So looking underneath this car, transmission fluid change, I feel like has never been done. This pan doesn't have a drain plug, what it looks like. And this pan is just right here, it's dented right there. So this pan should be changed along with the transmission service. Okay, so I have the car jacked up. The wheel is off the ground, and I'm checking the suspension now. Feels tight, feels okay. This side, I'll check the other side, let you know. So I was shaking this wheel like that, and there's actually some play in there. Maybe this something showing looseness. I'll have to double check. Boots are getting dry rotted. So on this side, these bushings are dry rotted. The upper control arm bushings are dry rotted. And also I noticed this shaft right here is also seeping. And I can't show you guys this play, but there's play coming from the steering parts from this inner tie rod. And I noticed that this outer tie rod, the boot, is also kind of getting cracked up right here as well. Yeah, the axle boots are okay on this side. Axle boots are fine. That side I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, I'm gonna probably recommend the outer tie rod, inner tie rod, also the upper control arm. And as you can see, the ball joint is all cracked up as well. The boot and the bottom one as well is tired. You know, this would have lasted longer if they preserved this thing with silicone paste. If they put silicone paste on the boots, this would have lasted forever probably. The boot would have not gotten bad. But those rubber bushings are bad though on the upper control arm. They're getting cracked up, so they should be changed. And this shock is also getting damp right there, so it's gonna need a replacement as well. So I removed this shield from the bottom. Yeah, everything seems to be normal here, but that's where I'll be draining the coolant from and things like that. But let's go over this side really quick. This side has a little bit more problems. This CV boot is broken, torn right there, so this CV boot is going to need to be replaced, and I'm going to recommend this one as well at this time. Now, these have never been done, so I'm going to recommend changing these steering rods in pairs, that side and also this side, these two parts. The ball joint up top, same story. It's getting cracked up, and I'll show you the bushings. They're also a little tired. And then this sway bar bushing also getting tired. Should be replaced. It's gonna go bad sometime soon, so it's better change it now. And this sway bar link right there, the boot is torn. Right there, it's torn. So this will go bad at some point as well. Soon. So yeah, this bottom ball joint, I think this bottom ball joint, maybe it was replaced at some point, so we're probably gonna just leave it. I'm gonna change only that side, but I will ask the owner if he wants to just replace everything in pairs. Now this shock, I don't see this shock leaking, but it's better to change both of them at the same time. So yeah, this car's gonna need some work for sure, some love. Now the leak I was telling you about, there's nothing, no, not a problem. It's just from the drain plug, just the way they designed this guard right here. So it's gonna be fine. There's nothing else wrong there. And then, like I said, the transmission pan, it has a dent in it, and I'm sure they've never done the service, the proper service on it. So this should get done as well, guys. So, and I'm gonna move on to the rear suspension. I'm gonna check some of those control arms in the rear suspension, and we'll see what's up with that. Now, like I said, on this side, this control arm, the upper one, and the bushings. Let's see if I can show you the bushings. They're getting cracked up right there. Some cracks. And I'm gonna try to move the control arm like this. It has some movement as well. It's not the worst, but I recommend changing it now before it goes bad completely. The brakes are good on this side, nothing wrong. Anyways, I'm gonna check the cabin filter in a little bit, but the rear brakes, we'll check them. I think they're okay. They look to be fine, and nothing is wrong with those. So brakes are good. Just need some brake flush done. And, let's check this. It's interesting on this car. When you open the door, the window goes down automatically. I think it's a feature. Maybe it can be disabled. I will have to check, but very interesting. It has a factory fire extinguisher, which is so amazing. I don't think US cars do that. These are the seats and all that. So I'm gonna go ahead and check the cabin air filter in a little bit and let you know how that one is. And already cleaned this housing right there, and the throttle body. Just covered it up. See if the owner wants to clean that. Almost looks like, is that the right size filter? I don't know if this is the right size cabin filter. Looks a little sus. And it looks dirty as well. It's pretty dirty, needs to be changed. CarMax? Interesting. There's a car company, CarMax, in the United States, but I don't know. Okay, anyways, needs that as well. So I need to check if this is the proper filter. May or may not be. Looks like this needs some cleaning too. Want to clean these spark plug, not holes right now, but just the area. There's the dust. Anyway, so I blew out this area. I'm gonna recommend spark plugs, all 6. As you can see, this side is easy to change. Now, I don't know this side. This side might be a problem, all right? This farthest one is easy. It's not too hard to get to, but these ones are blocked off by the intake manifold. So I don't know. We may need to remove the intake manifold for that. Change these too. So I will have to see, because I don't think I can remove this sensor right here, this valve, but it may not be enough to slide out the ignition coil, sadly. So we're probably going to need to remove this intake manifold. So I'll see if the customer wants to do that. There's also some valve cover seepage right there, all the way along that side. So probably needs to be addressed that, but the intake manifold will also have to come out for that. And this side, not too bad, but no, we'll see. I'll check this other valve cover a little bit more. Okay, just cleaning the throttle body. Looks really nice now. All clean. Okay. Disconnected. Might need to reset the adaptations on the throttle body. Once they start, might need to use a scan tool.